you have touched, elaborately on some of the things I was going to talk about. Um, One thing I always tell women that I mentor in business is, first of all, we need to understand the society we live in. The society we live in is driven by capitalism. Is all about money, economic um, values, and strength. Now, every other thing, the challenges we face as a people, as Africans in this part of the world, you can see they are all entangled with the our strength, our economic strength, our financial strength. Now, for us to for us to be able to tackle this financial deficit in our community, and therefore tackle the social issues as well, we have to be able to, you know, build expandable wealth. Focus on building expandable wealth that will last beyond me, that can transcend to the next generation. At the moment, what I see a lot of the times within our community are people doing a little business to get by, doing a little business to feed for today. We need to start beginning to think of long term. We need to become more intentional in the actions that we are taking. If you want to start a business, start it with the mindset that you want to go long term. Don't start it because you want to, just solve a problem, maybe buy a car, or you want to, just gratification. So, which is what I've seen so much, and which is why there are so many get rich quick schemes that that scam and take away our resources a lot in the community. People want to get rich quick, and then they get trapped in some of those scams. Also, we have to have the willingness to participate. The willingness to participate is very, very important. And I think it comes down to the identity that Dr. Erima has talked about. If you feel um, reluctant identifying with who you are, therefore you feel reluctant participating in what people that look like you are doing. I've seen this a lot as somebody who runs events. I've seen a lot, so many times when you're talking to some people, they will say, I've been to a lot of African events. They are not. I don't want to go to those events. You know, and when we have this attitude to our own thing, we run down the financial value, the wealth value of those things that we have, and therefore we are unable to attract the meaningful investments that we need, the partnerships, the sponsorship that we need. You can agree with me. You run events. You can see how difficult it is for you as an African business or events to find the sponsorship that you need. One, because we don't have viable businesses in our community that can support the social aspect of the things that we do. We need more people to start building business. We need more of our people to think about business, think of doing, having family businesses, and we can tap into and replicate, formulas that have worked for other communities. For example, if you see the Asians now, it's not that they are perfect and all that, but when it comes to building wealth for their community, for their families, you see how they operate. They can start as a group, and they build the foundations that will support that business, including legal, and they are very clear and they document and everything of what they are going to do, so that there is no issue of trust and all that. So when you start like that, you can build franchises, you can build businesses that can employ our young people and absorb them out of out of the street, and of course reducing crime. Also, we need to understand as well that if our young people are not absorbed, if we don't have businesses to employ our people, then there's going to be a lot of crime in our communities, which also will, you know it just like it spirals down to so many other factors that, and issues that it will cause. For example, if you live in an area, For example, hackney and all that. There you have more chance of being stopped and searched by the police because of the crime rate. You also, if you have a car or property there, you see that you're paying more insurance premium, and these are things that are costing the community. At the end of the day, even if you are working, you find out that the bills you are paying, are way too much more than the income that you're having. So my suggestion is this: we have to um, focus on the principles of community economic development, which includes one, focusing on identity, initiating that's identifying and initiating solutions to the things that are problems. Now, we have found here in this part of the world that there's a lot of racism, and I've seen some of the people who are writing some of the problems that they face here. Some of them are writing, I saw some people writing underfunded, and they face a lot of challenges because we don't have enough people, or we don't have the trust for each other to work together. Now, during this COVID-19, there are a lot of information out there. There are a lot of opportunities from the government. But if you don't tap into if you don't have the good link, the necessary links that you need, you don't have the necessary information and knowledge, and you're not participating, then you will not be able to access these informations and these opportunities as well. So, what my solution is: one, we have to be intentional in our actions. Even if you don't have a business, even if you're not an entrepreneur, make it intention be intentional in where you spend your money. It makes me feel ashamed sometimes when I come on social media. We are the only people who people are telling buy black. Why do we have to be told to buy from each other? It's really disappointing that, even in this day and age, we are still being pleaded to buy from ourselves. Every community does it. First of all, before you buy something from outside, you would have checked within your own community. If they don't have that service, then you go outside. Then we must learn to collaborate. We must collaborate. It's a must. And then we have to have the knowledge. You have to have the hunger for the knowledge. Go for conferences, go to events that where you are taught how to manage your money, how to manage your business, how to grow your business, how to expand. What I see a lot of the times is people wanting to go to party just to wear clothes. If you throw a party, you will see so many people. But when you throw up a training, a conference, a workshop, nobody wants to come. And then when you come on social media, see people asking some questions that are, somebody who is an entrepreneur shouldn't be asking. So these are things, the steps I think our community needs to, focus on, begin to channel their energy on, because for a long time we have channeled our energy to the challenges alone, especially the social challenges. But I believe that if we are able to solve the economic financial challenges, we will be able to contend the social aspect of our problems. And if we cannot defeat ourselves, like what I mean is, if we cannot win ourselves, win the internal battle, it's quite difficult for us to win the racism out there. That is my solution.
Thank you, Faustina. That's very, very critical. You highlighted the